There's a girl, she's a star. She's got style. Steffi Star, you see her face around the town. She's popular. Steffi Star.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Weinstein.
It's the weirdest. I'm Meredith Keach. Welcome to the show for the Godfrey Hour.
Hello.
Woo!
Having a hot flash, I do have to complain for 1 second to Adam,
Wait,
who runs the
we
studio.
want to start with complaints today, please.
Oh,
Stephanie?
okay. Number one, I'm so hot. I walked in the studio. It's 180 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
I have to have my portable fan.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately had to take off my jacket. I am sweating.
That's making a weird sound. Oh, listen to that.
Number two, this is a big one. This is a big one. I'm going to Vegas next month. And I'm going to Vegas to go see Adele. Adele canceled her show.
Ooh.
Still going to Vegas?
Cool? It's not cool. It's too late. I can't cancel.
But do you know the weirdest thing? I'm going to Vegas in a month.
At the same time?
And Meredith go, yeah.
Not planned.
So you're
and
gonna hang out?
we are staying at the same hotel. Not planned. Didn't know anything about it. Total
Okay.
coincidence.
Yep. Yep.
Awesome.
True story.
So
Yeah.
Adele,
What are
so
you
she
gonna do
does
now?
concerts, Adele, weekends with Adele.
Yeah.
She's only canceled her March ones.
Knew you were
Interesting.
So Brooke and Alexa called me last night. Mom, we have to talk to you. I'm like, what? What's wrong? They're like, Adele canceled. They're like, don't tell Kimmy. She's been going through a lot because her dog just
I was with her at the salon
died.
yesterday. She couldn't even keep it together. I felt so bad.
Yeah, so we couldn't tell her. So I don't even know if she knows. And so we had this plan, this trip with them. So that's my second huge complaint.
Any more?
You guys all have each other.
Oh, but we're going to see Sebastian.
Monty, whatever.
Who's that?
He's hysterical.
Really, Sam?
Sebastian?
He's like the
young
funniest
kid?
comedian. No, in America right now.
I don't.
Well,
I
you know
hate
what?
comedy.
That's not nice because
Who
I'm
hates to laugh?
I don't think it's funny. I do not think comedians are funny.
Wait a minute, I'm going to a comedian tonight.
I
Now, Sam, I agree with you, so I'm going to see a Jewish comedian tonight named Modi.
Modi.
Modi is
Where
hysterical.
am I right now?
Wait, I do have to tell one quick story.
Seriously.
I also do not like comedy shows. Now, I'm going tonight because, Modi's Jewish, and I think he's hysterical because he talks about the Ashkenazi and the Sephardic Jews. And everything he says, I can relate. You guys don't even know what I'm talking about when I say Ashkenazi and Sephardic, do you?
My grandmother just went to
What?
one of
Sam's
those
Jewish.
shows by accident. Somebody, and she was so confused. She didn't know what they were talking about because she's not Jewish. She was
Right.
like,
Correct. You cannot go to the show if you're not Jewish, although Anthony is going to the show because he gets it all.
he gets the culture because
he's with me.
Yeah, right.
So anyway, we had to go to a comedy show last year in Duxbury. It was for some fundraiser. Did I tell the story before?
No.
And I said, Anthony, I don't want to go. I hate comedy shows and I hate fake laughing.
Yes.
He's like, you're going. I said, fine. So I go and it was lovely and we had steamers and they had all kinds of things beforehand. And then we went to go sit and we were like at this front table. Well, I was sitting like this. The guy comes out and he starts. I couldn't breathe. I was hysterical. I had tears flowing from my eyes. There was things coming out of my nose. I couldn't breathe. He had to stop the show. Are you okay? It was the funniest show I've ever been to.
I have been to a comedy show that we walked out of.
Me and
Yeah,
you?
some of them can be really
It
bad.
was at Foxwood. It was so bad.
Oh.
It was just not funny.
But there's definitely a couple that I could laugh at, but not belly laugh. There's really none that I don't know. I just feel like my family and my friends are really funny people, and there's just nothing that amounts to some of that.
Really?
James.
we're our own comedy show.
Yeah, but it's like kind of like
You have to connect with the comedian in
Well,
some
you
way.
do.
Yeah, you have to relate to
Right.
them or
it's
good
like
point.
thinking it's funny when somebody gets hurt kind of comedy.
Oh, I hate that. Those funniest videos. I'm like, that's not funny. That show should be off TV. But I'm going tonight to go see Modi. So, and may I just say, also on Friday I have front row seats to go see Pretty Woman in Boston.
Pretty Woman.
Yeah, it's a play.
That sounds dreadful.
Yeah.
I'm not a play fan.
It really got good right out.
You know what happens to me? I think it's like a thing. I fall asleep. Like legit can't help. I could have a Red Bull before, but something about the lighting and the sound in musicals and plays,
I hope I don't fall asleep.
particularly musicals. I hate it because I fall asleep. I just can't help it. Out.
Well, Tony got these tickets, and we're eating at the downtown Boston, the waterfront. What's it called?
Seaport?
Yeah,
Seaport.
we're eating at the Seaport before.
Where?
That nice restaurant.
Del Frisco's?
Nope.
Ocean Prime?
Yep.
Ooh.
We're eating at Ocean Prime
That'd be
Friday
nice.
night, Capitol Grill Saturday night, and tonight
This weekend?
And then tonight we're going out for dinner because Modi's in Boston.
Wow.
And then I
That's a
complained.
nice
about-
Sounds
lineup.
like you're
You're
going to
busy
take a
woman.
mortgage
Then
out
you're
this
gonna
weekend to go to
hop on a
dinner.
plane to
I
Vegas.
said this is ridiculous, and not to brag because but my new watch came in today.
Yeah.
I would have worn it, but I had real estate stress and my cheeks were red and I was crying before I got here. But now it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. What are you guys up to this weekend?
I'm gonna order Julie one of those fans.
Oh,
Mm.
okay. So you get these on Amazon.
Yeah.
Just make sure whatever phone she has comes in packs of 5. I think it's like $5, and they come in all different colors. It's life changing. Julie needs these.
Yeah.
I'll get her one.
Yeah. So often I'll be fine, and then all of a sudden I
Just
will.
whip out the fan.
Yes, I will. And now I don't know, for some reason it's stopping
Something's
today.
broken.
I don't understand what's wrong. But
Maybe Godfrey can fix it.
I'm going to bring this. Oh, I don't think it's in all the way. That's what she said.
Oh, God.
All right.
Sorry, Sam.
Told you we were going viral.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
so what are you guys doing this weekend?
I'm going to Mashpee to look at a house for sale.
Oh, that's right.
Mm.
I'm excited about that.
Yep, we're going to have Cape
Second
Cod
house?
listing.
It is their second house. They don't currently rent it. It is something that they're looking to sell, though.
Oh, got it.
How come they don't want it anymore?
I'm not sure. I'll find out more on Saturday. I think they're
Meredith, can you
looking
buy
at
it? I
other
love
options.
Mashpee.
I don't know much
Have
about
you
Mashpee.
seen those lobster rolls that you can get in Mashpee?
I'm not a lobster roll fan.
Okay, you don't
Depends.
like comedy. You don't like plays. You don't like lobster rolls.
I didn't say I don't like comedy. I love comedy.
You said you walked out on a show.
There was one that wasn't funny, so I walked out.
All right. Well, you don't like plays and you don't like lobster rolls.
I do like plays, but they all with musicals make me fall asleep.
okay.
I think it's like a neuro thing or something. I don't know. It's embarrassing. But
That's why
lobster
I'm
rolls,
reading
I don't
books.
know. I don't want it like, I love the lobster. I don't want it put with mayo, and I don't want it on a stupid roll. I just want to eat
I
it.
like the lobster roll.
You like the roll?
Yeah, it depends on who makes it, but yep.
And do you
grilled-
like mayo or butter?
Yep, mayo,
Mm.
They're big foodies. Josh
Toasted-
and him
toasted
cook all
roll.
the time.
Toasted
buttered toasted roll,
What kind of
Very
roll?
good.
Like a hot dog roll?
hot dog roll. Pretty good.
That
Simple,
sounds
like
Yeah,
sunbeam,
simple,
like
fresh lobster though.
Mm.
Nice.
I do like one of my favorite things is just getting a whole bunch of lobsters and shelling the meat, and then you've got like you don't have to be gross and have the juice everywhere, and you just have a massive
Yes.
amount of lobster meat.
Mm.
That is good
Do you
stuff.
do
I
the
think that
do you
the
do the
whole
butter?
taking it all apart is the experience.
I think it's overrated.
When Alexa was like 5 years old, Pop brought her out to show her how to eat a lobster. No one eats a lobster like Alexa Weinstein.
She's fun to go out to eat with.
She leaves
likes to eat.
nothing
Yeah.
untouched.
That's hysterical.
She does. She's a foodie. She's not like,
She's-
ew, I don't like that.
she's like-
She'll try stuff. She
Mhm.
loves to eat. It's fun.
Oh yeah.
When her and Brooke came over, I made them enchiladas, and Alexa's like, "This is like Taco Bell. This is so good." Like you could come over anytime.
She loves a quick trip. Sorry, I had that candy in my mouth.
Yeah.
To Taco Bell after a few drinks at Amelia's.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, "Can we drive through Taco Bell?"
Did she skip the food at
$30
Amelia's?
worth of bad food.
Yeah, and then this is when she lived at home, and then she would bring all the food up to the bed,
Oh my god.
and then I would go in the morning, and she would be fast asleep with all the food around her, and she never ate any of it.
This makes perfect sense to me. I shared a room with her at the Breakers. She got basically kicked out of Stephanie's room, and I said, "Come with me. I would love to have you."
I'm like, I really don't like to share a room.
I'm going to Gianna's with Alexa and Meg tomorrow.
Well, good luck to you.
I'm excited.
You'll have a great time.
It's a
Alexa's
beautiful
too
decor.
fun. I've been in there once.
Yeah, it's
I've eaten
super
there
cool.
once. It was good.
All right, so snowmobiling lately, James. I know that's your thing.
Snow is gone. The
Done.
snow
What?
is gone.
Winter's over.
It's
Did you go at all this year?
I went twice, 3 times.
Really? That's a nice.
No,
trip.
twice this year. Josh just came back, but the trails are pretty rough, and they have all this weather coming through up north.
Oh.
So they have all
What, like the rain?
Yeah, the warm weather, the rain. So the base is, once the base is lost, it's very
Done.
difficult. You
That's
need a
it.
lot of snow to build it back up. But
Do you usually just go twice a year, or do you usually go more?
I'll
They
usually
try and go like every other weekend if they can.
Yeah, I'm usually 3 times, but the younger guys are usually 5 or 6
5 or 6
times they
times.
go.
Wow.
Matt's sled blew up. The engine blew up.
Yeah.
I really,
Such a bummer.
I really want to go next winter.
Okay.
What, can we bring you to the? We should bring her to the RCRs first.
Agreed.
Is that a beginner's course?
Yeah, 'cause she might.
Yeah,
That's weather-wise. You'll be.
it's comfortable.
It was wicked fun.
You're-
You
Yeah.
can have a couple of drinks while you're in there.
What do I
Yeah.
have? What do I wear?
You could wear glam if you really wanted to. It's just gonna get dirty.
Well,
You
no,
could.
I want to. No, I want to be
They
comfortable
have
and
some.
warm.
They have some one-piece suits.
I want you
can
to
get.
imagine.
I have to wear a onesie.
Yeah.
Imagine what it would be like to sit in a roller coaster chair for 6 hours and then build your outfit around that. That's a good assessment, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I went and got like a one-piece like mono raincoat suit because when Meredith and I went, it was like downpouring half the day.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So
That's wicked fun.
It is fun
it was fun.
In the
it's
rain.
it's the stops in between. It's the whole adventure.
Yeah, but it's not like you're like the rain is like pour. I mean, I guess it could, but you're out there for an adventure anyway.
Do I have to go for 6 hours?
Yeah,
We could drop you and you
pretty
could Uber somewhere home. from
pretty
there.
much.
I don't think you can find Ubers in Errol, Maine.
No, if we come up to a crossroad, we could just leave her there.
Yeah, but it's
can do it
not
from there.
like it's just an adventure.
I want to do. It's on my bucket list. The last time you guys were on, I was just like, wow.
It is fun.
I
It is
just
a good
that
time.
sounds so cool.
But it's the people, the
Right.
the
Yeah.
environment,
Right.
the
Yeah.
adventure, everything.
I don't think we actually recapped our trip together because we hadn't been on the podcast after you came with us.
It was wicked fun.
No, I think we did.
So we drove
The
up.
quartet.
Did we?
That
yeah.
I
I feel
don't
like
know.
we talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, the
Jamie.
helmet.
I mean, with Josh.
Maybe Josh.
Maybe
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, but it was so fun. The quartet people.
Yes,
Yeah, because
the
you're
quartet in the
It was Gorham,
Lovely
right?
Hotel.
That's what it was.
What town was it that we stayed in?
Gorham.
Yeah, Gorham.
That's
Which
where they
is,
just went this past weekend.
It's up
snowmobiling.
there.
Like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we call in Yiddish a schlep.
Yeah, it's a schlep, but I say that
Either in a
because it's
schlep.
rural New Hampshire.
Yeah.
You hit Gorham.
I
have
feel like
trouble
it's
saying
nothing
that.
compared to like Pittsburgh. I just
Agreed.
feel like the ride is not that bad.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh's
Pittsburgh's
another
4.5
hour and a half.
But
so-
you're definitely starting to get into rural New Hampshire up there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh yeah.
def-
You're
almost
in the
definitely,
sticks a little bit.
Yes.
Wait, let's say I wanted to go.
Hmm.
Who do I sit on the snowmobile with? You?
On the snowmobile, or the RZR.
I don't know what an RCR is.
So,
It's
The
like
RZR
a
has
quad
wheels.
with seats.
so it's like a dune buggy.
What?
Yeah, they seat 4.
They seat
It's
4
like a car
or
on the
2.
trails.
Yeah.
Shut up.
So that's the summertime.
I've never heard anything like this.
That's,
Yeah, this is what I did with them.
Yep, that's what we.
Oh,
took
I
now.
thought you went snowmobiling.
No,
You went RZRing?
Yeah, it
Is that
was
what you
May.
said? What does that stand
ATV?
for?
RZR is
Razor.
Razor?
It's a model.
Yeah.
that they
Oh,
make, but
it's like-
side by sides.
Yeah,
or
side by side. Yeah.
Oh.
Odysseys.
UTV.
You need
What'd
to
you say?
Odysseys.
you need. Do you have any pictures?
I'm
Because you
dating
need to send
myself.
Adam a picture of you and Sam sitting in this thing, this
Okay.
car, so he can put it on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people can see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So
And
It
you
has
just
wheels.
ride around all day long with music blaring and
and then
Ripping
you go
through
on
the
bus.
woods.
Yeah.
Stop
You
for
going
some
up
scenery.
and down.
Go
there's
have lunch.
We had
waterfalls,
lunch.
There's some
Yeah.
scenic views.
Yeah.
It's nice, and then you actually cross through town. So there's other areas you can go to. You can stop for lunch back in town.
Yeah.
I like lunch.
It was wicked fun. The most amazing part to me was when we pulled off for lunch. What time was it?
Errol.
Yeah, so that was way up there.
Yeah.
And we pull over, get gas, and we're going over to where our lunch spot was. And there were these machines everywhere.
Yes.
What kind of machines?
These ones we were riding in.
Oh.
There were no cars. Like
Erasers?
everybody had these.
Everybody just pulls up.
Yeah, it is a complete
Wait.
part of their economy now.
I blanked out for a minute. At the lunch place?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
In town. So you
Oh,
pull
in
in
town.
town to go to lunch where we go off to get our gas, and then we're going to go over and go to lunch. And there were just these things everywhere. So that is
That's what
instrumental
people-
in their economy now.
That's nice.
Wow.
Like I would say it's exploded within the last 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't go
definitely.
up there 20
Definitely.
years ago and see that many of them.
Can you do that anywhere closer?
No,
Wouldn't be fun.
Massachusetts isn't.
They don't
it's not
allow it?
legal.
Nothing in Mass.
Yeah.
It's not legal?
Yeah.
No way.
So
There's really
people,
no trails
if
in
you own
Massachusetts.
100
Oh.
acres up there,
Yeah.
they give easement permission
Oh.
for people to go over their land to continue go doing their thing.
Gotcha.
A real estate agent's worst nightmare.
Yep.
Perhaps.
People riding through people's lawns.
We hate easements. Wow. Now, how much do one of these cars cost?
Ooh, you can get up to $30,000, and you could invest and make them 50 or 60
We
or
just
70,000.
rented them though. You
We
can
just
rent
rent
them
them,
for the
yeah.
day.
Oh.
Just like you rent a little moped or scooter or something like that.
Oh.
You can buy a used one for
Yeah.
10 or 15,000.
Do you have to go through any training before you rent them?
Yes.
There's a little
Oh,
video
they
you have to
did-
watch
they
for 10
did.
minutes.
Oh.
If you want to buy one and drive it, no.
No.
But if
Oh.
you want to rent one, they have
You have to
sit
watch the
down for
video?
Yeah. They made us all
Safety
sit in there.
video.
I was livid.
Why do the Godfreys have to
Why?
come in here too?
Yeah.
They limited how fast you could go. They put like governors
Yes.
on them. So you
Oh.
couldn't go past 35 miles an hour. So I said, we're never coming back here. We're going to find them elsewhere where they don't have limiters.
Oh.
Meredith was probably comfortable with the 37 miles.
For
an
my
hour.
first time out, yeah, I didn't need to go faster for sure, but I would.
I did.
I don't
I
mind
needed
speed.
to go
Yeah.
faster.
Yeah, I get it. That makes
I was
sense.
Just kidding.
angry.
If I went
Sam
again.
has the need for speed.
Yeah.
She got the bug.
But also
in
these
her
days, a pontoon boat's pretty good for me too.
Oh,
Pontoon
yeah.
boat's fun.
We
Right, used
love
to not
pontoon
think it was
boats.
Yeah.
so great, but now I think it's great.
Our dogs love the
Things
pontoon
change.
boats. We usually rent one at Winnipesaukee when we're up there over the summer, and the dogs will just hop on
Yeah, it's
and
amazing.
they'll hang out there all day, and we'll go to Brown Bay and they'll jump on and off. I felt horrible the last time because I didn't realize the dog had to pee so bad.
Oh.
And because he was like drinking the water in the lake, and
Oh.
we didn't like let him pee before we got back on the boat to go back. And he jumped while we were trying to get back to the dock, jumped off the back of the boat and like didn't know what to do with himself because he felt so bad he didn't want to pee on the boat.
Oh.
So I had to pick him back up out of the water, and then I brought him like once we got off, and he peed for like 5 minutes. I felt so bad.
Oh. What
He's
kind
fine.
of a
He's a
dog
dog.
mother are you?
I felt horrible. He was
Poor
shaking
thing.
because he didn't want to pee on the boat.
Well, I think we should go and bring Stephanie on the racers. I think it would be fun.
I kind of do want to do that.
And stay in that wild
Can I
hotel.
wear a GoPro?
Yes,
That's a good
Yes,
idea.
you can. You can record the whole adventure.
Alexa should come too.
Yeah.
She'd have fun. You guys would have fun.
Should we do a Weinstein Keach outing? Team building?
Mm-hmm.
What, Adam?
Weinstein Keach Adventure.
Yes, Weinstein Keach Adventure,
Yes,
part one.
Team building.
Team
We'll be
building.
the instructors.
Yeah, that'd be so great.
So
Episode
when
one.
we went, we get into this hotel that's in Gorham, New Hampshire. So you're up there,
Gorham.
and you
I have a
drive
friend,
in,
Debbie Gorham.
and it looks like
Actually, her name was Bruce.
something kind of from a horror movie from the 80s.
Oh.
Slightly.
When you drive in,
Oh.
but well cared for,
Yeah,
beautifully
old hotel.
maintained. But you're just like, I think I'm stepping back in time.
Oh.
And so we drop our bags, and Sam's like, come this way. I'm going to show you where to go in the hotel.
You were just sleeping over one night, right?
2, I think, right?
Oh, you slept
We went
over
to
two?
Church Landing the night before
that's
that.
right.
Yeah, I think it was just one
Yeah.
night that you stayed there.
And so we walk through, we drop our bags, go through, and then Sam and I encounter in this huge stairwell.
The quartet.
It was a mass convention of barbershop quartet singers.
They trapped us.
Should we all try a song?
And they said, there's
Okay,
ladies coming in here. Can we sing to you?
Oh.
And
Meredith
Sam
was
said,
like, sure.
and Sam
I
said
was like,
no.
No, sir. You did not say no.
I said, please
Sam, that
sing.
is-
Don't listen to her.
That is so Sam. No.
No. Moving on.
I was on a mission.
Sam had no time for nonsense.
She had no patience. I thought it was absolutely wonderful. These guys did their thing, and this was the national convention.
I mean, it was pretty cool to see.
it was wild
Yeah.
and weird and
It
What were
was
they
strange
wearing?
and totally appropriate for this hotel.
Some were wearing like normal clothes. Some were wearing like weird stuff.
It's exactly what you'd expect when you
Yes.
walk through the door of this hotel.
So
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah. That's
yes.
what
That was. And the food was really good.
Their
Service
restaurant
was
there
good.
is like you
Do
wouldn't
they-
expect that.
Never
and the
expect
food
it.
is out of this world.
do they have Kettle One?
Yes, I can attest to that.
Everything they have live
I
entertainment.
think you converted our whole friend group to
Oh.
Kettle One after that weekend.
I mean, it's just easy.
We were all Tito's people.
Yeah, I'm having issues because for Gregory and Olivia's wedding, the bar's like, we only do Tito's. So I have to call them, see if we can bring our own.
Smuggle your own in.
Yeah.
I
I'm
can't.
sure they could change it out. I don't see
I
why
mean,
not.
Tito's causes reflux for some people.
Makes me throw up.
Oh, that too, I guess. If you drink too
The
much.
next morning, I'm sick, so sick.
I did notice that it gives you a little bit more of a hangover
Yeah.
than Kettle One.
I
does.
don't get a hangover with Kettle.
I don't
Yeah.
either. Yeah.
That's why I can drink several of them.
It's hard to convert once you kind of have something that just is fine.
Yeah,
That's it.
I
I
don't.
just heard a story the other day that
What?
the ex-wife is the one that started Steel Dust. Steel Dust is the same as Tito's. It's
I've
made
not
the
heard of
same
this.
way.
I've never heard of it either.
Yeah, look into it. I think it was a divorce, and she was able to
Oh,
produce the product, and she sold it at a lesser price. It's in the stores.
ooh, good move.
I think that's the same with
Smooth
Yeti
move.
coolers. The ex-wife created the, what is it, Arctex or
Yes,
something?
there's a lot of similarities there.
Yeah.
Pick-
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'm an ex-wife. What can I do?
Take your husband's idea and run with it.
You can become the problem solver.
I'm gonna call Jason and go, "Hey, what you working on lately?" So that you guys can talk about me on the podcast.
Yeah.
Do you know what I tried recently?
What?
Acupuncture.
Oh, did you like it?
I did.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
I explained it to Matt, and he was like,
He was
"Why do
creeped
you
out.
do these weird things?" It was like it's in Mansfield
That is
Center.
not weird.
It isn't actually, but it was like this little. It's an antique little downtown Mansfield.
Okay.
Right next to where the appliance supply store is.
Yep. Meredith loves downtown.
I love
Mansfield.
Yep. And then you go up the stairs, and it's just like an old building inside.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like one of
I
the
know what you're
rooms in
talking
there.
about. Yep.
Yeah. But it was relaxing. But it was like
What did you tell them you wanted it for, or is that private?
you
just wanna-
stress and
yeah.
like anxiety.
So did it help?
It did actually
What?
a little bit.
I need that because I was trying to take Xannies, and Meredith said I couldn't.
I can't take.
Okay, well, I've
anything.
never taken a Xanny. So my friend's like, and I wake up with thoughts all night. So I wake up at 3 a.m, and then I'm up all night long with thoughts. So my friend said, take a half of this. He said, you'll wake up, you'll look at your phone, and then you'll go back to sleep. I said, bull crap. That's never going to happen. So I take the half of Xanny, I go to bed. I wake up at 3 a.m, I look at my phone, and I put it back, and I told Meredith, I had no thoughts. I had no thoughts. Nothing. It was blank. I went right back to sleep, and I woke up, and I was so happy. I really didn't have thoughts until after I had my
Did you
coffee.
feel more
Came
re-
into
Did
work,
you feel more rested?
Elated,
I was so rested.
happy. She thought she
Meredith,
found the cure to
I
life.
found the cure.
So why can't she take it anymore?
No, those are benzos. Those are highly addictive, and over time will
Okay.
not help your sleep.
So as usual, Meredith crashed on my parade and
I'm
told
sorry.
me I couldn't take Xannies every day. So I haven't taken one
once
since.
in a while is fine.
But my God, it was life-changing.
Well, try acupuncture. It actually
I think I will.
it
I
was
want to
helpful.
anyway.
Yeah.
Do you
I
clench
just
your
I do
jaw?
the same thing too. Like I'll try and sleep, but as I'm sleeping, I'm just like replaying the whole day in my mind.
That's
and it's
anxiety.
like so aggravating.
It is aggravating.
you know what's my
Do
favorite
you
part
ever-
of
do you do the
acupuncture?
same?
It's
What?
just constant.
Sitting there.
Is
Confident.
yes.
You just adapt.
Once she puts all the needles in you, and then
just
she's like, I'm
right
going to
there.
cover your feet with this warm lamp and put a little blanket on you. And then I basically I like lay there like I'm hovering in a cloud.
Yeah, meditating.
Oh, it's wonderful.
How long do you sit there with the needles in?
Half an hour.
Oh, that's not bad. What's the other one when they go deeper in your?
I don't know.
It's needling.
I have not tried that.
Needling.
See,
I've tried
I don't
that.
really
I've
like
heard
the
that.
needles.
Yeah.
It kind of
They-
irks me a little bit, but I don't like. I couldn't do that.
The needling.
Yeah.
I've had cupping done.
Oh, and
Awesome.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it
But it
hurt?
leaves like big,
Yeah, we have a friend that's done it.
it's awesome.
Adam.
Oh yeah. He
Oh yeah, it leaves the
He's
big
done
marks.
both. He's done both the acupuncture and the
So
cupping.
good.
Really?
Yeah.
How does he feel?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Can we?
Well, the cupping's
can he
weird
come
because
on
it
the
lasts
show?
like 2 weeks. You have a big bruise on you afterwards.
Yeah.
So like it's, you don't want to do it in the summer if you're
Yeah.
wearing a bathing
It's a
suit. or
little
whatever.
inconvenient.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good. Healthcare is important,
I
and
gotta
getting.
stop driving myself crazy.
Well, I know, and it's like just the anxiety. Like I think that I'm not
Some
world-
is from
it's the
yourself.
world we
Some
live in right
societal.
now.
right.
Some's your environment. And it's tough.
It is tough
It
to
is
manage it every
to
day.
balance and take care of all that.
Our
As you get
schedule
older,
at
I
the
think
shop has been
As you-
like 2 weeks out, and that's what drives me crazy because it's like
Right.
you can't take care of everything that you want to take care of. So when I start to fall short, it starts to drive me nutty.
Right.
But now it's starting to go back to normal. It was like a good 2 or 3 week period.
What causes
was-
that ebb and flow in your business?
Sometimes it's the weather. Sometimes it's just people are back from college, so like their kids are home. They want to get their car in, go through it before they go back.
Get a spring break.
You got
Oh.
breakdowns. Like we had like
Um,
8 tow-ins last Monday.
Oh.
8
What?
like I had a full schedule, and then I had 8 unaccounted cars in my schedule, like with major breakdowns. So it's been
Whoa.
yeah, it gets like it's been too much lately. But
It's hard to find
starting
the
to calm
exact
down.
reason.
Right.
Like some of it
Yeah.
is, I see traffic on even the Facebook page. You'll see visits. You had 38 visits this weekend.
Yeah,
So
we
you
have
don't-
all of those.
We don't know
analytics.
who or why or what they're doing, but
Yeah.
we also see a lot of not a lot, but a percentage of new clientele.
Yeah.
Just strange.
Right.
There's no strange because there's no rhyme or reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just all of a sudden everybody decides to come that day.
Right.
That's so
Like
interesting.
a flash mob.
Yeah.
Well, it's like when you go on vacation as a real estate agent, and then
Yeah.
you get 3 calls to sell people's houses. And you're
Right.
like,
It's
Right.
just
can
what
I
it
just
is.
have a break?
And
Oh
it's
my
been,
God,
And it's been
wait.
quiet for the whole month before.
I saw the stupidest hack on Instagram. The tire thing, not spigot. What's it?
The valve stem?
The valve stem.
Yeah.
Oh, I just spit. They took the cap off, and the guy put like a big smear of Vaseline on it, and then put the cap back on.
Why?
He's like, your pressure will never go down.
Is that true?
No.
That is very much not true.
But
I'm like-
he probably got some views out of that.
I
Yeah.
go, Anthony, hurry up and go put Vaseline on the stem.
My husband has all types of little things like that he holds on to that I will test with Sam. And I'm like, does this make sense? She says, no, not
Right.
at all.
But let him do it.
But he
Right.
just,
But now we know.
I
We
don't-
just de-hacked the hack.
yeah.
That's not true. Is there any secret little tips for anything with our cars that
Yeah.
we should know?
Yeah.
That
What
will
do
be
you got?
fun for us to share.
Get an oil change when you're supposed to.
Yeah, that's about it.
Maintenance.
Right. My father says if you do not take care of your car, you will be
Car
dead.
won't take care of you.
Yes, he said you
Well,
will.
that's the thing. I don't understand. It's like a natural instinct when somebody's, well, you guys obviously
Yeah.
hear this all the time, but natural instinct, oh my God, my car broke and it's going to cost me $1,200 to fix.
I don't care what it costs.
It's what
Right.
goes along with owning a car. So I don't understand why people, I truly don't understand that. You buy a vehicle, you're going to drive it every single day. Part of it is maintaining it.
Right.
Things break, you need to adjust, you need to fix, you need to put new tires on. But where does that come from? Like, why would someone be
I
upset
don't
about it?
understand it just
So
as much as
strange.
you don't.
It's usually a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So it's how they run their personal life is how they fix their vehicle. Typically, some people are fanatics about certain things
Yeah.
like their house, their landscape, their car.
Yep.
But it's usually personality. It's usually how
Oh.
they take care of
Prioritize
themselves,
things.
their homes,
Yeah.
their lifestyles. That's what we find. People that,
Interesting.
and usually people that maintain are interested in what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah, they want
It's
to know
not a
why.
nuisance for
and-
them. They're actually interested.
Now I feel like
Huh.
I want to bring my car in. Well, I was trying to be on top of things, and this is how honest the Godfreys are. And
Yeah.
this is why I will not go to any other place but Godfrey's Auto. So I brought my car in because my father's always told me to take care of my car. So I bring my car in, and I'm sitting there, and Sam's like, why are you here? And I'm like, well, I want to do some maintenance. She's like, Stephanie,
Sorry.
there is nothing wrong with your car, and there is nothing for us to do.
Oh,
So you can leave.
okay.
Yeah,
I
she
said,
was
"Oh,
that was a
like
nice
3,000
visit."
miles
Right?
early
Isn't
for her
that-
oil change.
Right?
Like,
She's like, there's
what?
nothing. She goes, I looked at the sheets. There's nothing for us to do in your car. You don't need to be here. Goodbye.
I still need my inspection sticker.
Do you have a tinted window?
You told me to get it. I don't know. I'm just.
You said you told me where you usually get it, so you're like, I'll just go on my way home, and then you
Yeah.
never did.
I didn't. No.
Okay.
How, Meredith, you could get pulled over today.
I know. I don't know why.
It's points on
I
your
have some
insurance.
things that are like they go in my brain and then
One
they
time,
disappear.
well, I went to the well, Sam wouldn't give me my inspection sticker because I have a slight tint on my window. She goes,
It's not
she
slight.
goes, excuse me, but you need to go somewhere else. She's very by the books. And so that was fine because my car is from Florida, so whatever.
Yeah.
So I went to where I usually go. So I pulled in and
Did
he's
they
like,
haggle you?
well,
about
no, he
it?
goes, can I have your menopause registration? Thank you. So I give it to him. He goes, this is out of date. I go, what? So I was driving with an inspection sticker that was past due and for,
Expired registration.
You know what Jamie said? It's people who are responsible and maintain things. It's
I
a
when
reflection on their car.
I was sweating. I didn't know what to do. I ran to the office. I made all kinds of calls. So when I moved from Easton to Stoughton, something got lost with a car payment, not a car payment, but excise tax or something. I don't know what it was. Something happened.
Yeah.
And
They
I
didn't
missed.
change your address or
Yes, I
registration or
missed a
whatever.
payment, and so they canceled my.
Oh,
And I had
Your
no-
insurance?
I had no idea. I was so illegal. I basically had to call a bounty.
Awesome.
I had to pay a bounty on
Pay
my
bonds
car.
to try-
Yes, I had to call the bonds
Thank
department.
God you didn't get pulled over.
We would have had to tell you.
Yeah.
We would have met again.
Good
Well, God, you had to tell me a few weeks
But
ago.
I mean, what a pain in the neck.
I can't
right?
believe what was in your tire.
Yes, my brand new tire,
Had what?
A gigantic piece of like metal or
like a
something
dinosaur nail.
Really?
That
Yeah,
was
it was
ridiculous.
huge. I had to get towed from my home. I called, of course, in a panic to Sam. Thank God we have a number of
Yes.
speed dial.
When is
On a
construction
Saturday
starting?
afternoon.
We're going for plans. So we got our variance for our offset and our frontage. So now we head
Yes.
to the builder for plans.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
now we have to propose to the town what we want
Okay.
to do
Yeah.
Nice.
and
Get financing.
get some funding.
What kind of?
With a ridiculous
what
interest
kind
Do you
of-
do that through SBLA?
Not sure. I have a few options that I looked into, so
Yeah.
we're
It's
going to try.
exciting.
Yeah.
we're gonna
We
try a
have to look
couple
at
options.
everything.
What's the waiting room going to look like?
I will be in charge of designing.
Will I be
that.
able to have my
She will
car
have
cleaned?
They
she
will
will
have
a square
zero
footage,
say.
and that's it.
Will we
Then
have
she can do
one-stop
everything.
shopping?
What?
They will have zero say as to what goes in that office.
And what about Sam has posters? You have signs all over the office. We can't talk on the phone. We can't look at you.
Yes.
We can't eat snacks.
Yes.
Don't talk back.
She runs a
The
tight
office is about 200 square feet, and our desk and the people who wait there are literally on top of each other. And we get people that come in and they will have a Skype meeting or Zoom meeting on their phone in the office, and it is unbearable.
I mean,
like,
it
we
is
can't
called
talk
the
to
waiting
customer.
area.
Right. Can we eat
Dunkin'
roast beef subs in the waiting area at Godfrey?
Sure. Italian. Extra
Or
onions.
Italian?
I want to know, is it going to be one-stop shopping?
I-
I've had this request in for many years now.
Yes, we
like,
want
you mean
our
stickers
cars
and stuff?
We want our
No,
cars
I want
cleaned.
to. I want to be
Oh.
able to say, Sam, can you have it clean too, please?
Yes, we want to pay extra to get our car cleaned after
We
it's
have a big
serviced.
meeting coming up. We have to
Can you
talk about these
please-
things.
Can,
We will
I
have-
would
we
basically
will-
pay
we-
$100 every time I came in there to get my car cleaned.
I would too.
I think we could definitely have the staff at that point, like, because we'll have a bigger building and we'll have more people there, and we'll have more people that might need stuff to do. So
Can you
that
do my
might be
sticker too,
something.
please?
No.
So there
I
are.
think we might be
when
able
I-
to at some point, but I don't know.
When I was part of the management company we belonged to, there was multiple shops that did that for their customers, wash. They had an actual car wash person. So
I
Oh
know,
my God.
James.
It wasn't.
I've been
major.
asking for this for
Do you
many
need
years
guest
now.
speakers at your meeting? Meredith and I.
Sam told me to buzz off. I was
I
like,
didn't say
it
buzz
would be
off.
great if we could do one-stop shopping.
Yeah.
I wish right
Drop
now
my
we don't
car
have
off
the
for the day.
capacity.
Drop my car for the day, get my oil changed,
Yeah.
get whatever I need done,
Yeah.
get my car washed, get
Yes.
my car cleaned for
Yes.
all extra money. We
Yes.
are so happy to pay for that extra service.
Because for those of us who are, maintenance on a vehicle is important.
Mm-hmm.
But when you tell me what you do, it has no place in my brain.
It's like a different language.
I'm like,
Right.
okay,
Yeah.
that sounds good. You took care of it. I'm not going to break down. That's important. But what speaks my language is,
It looks nice and fresh in here. After
Right.
the fact. I gotcha. We just don't have the capacity right now.
Well,
I could
but
pick
you
out a
will.
pretty
Eventually we
smelly thing.
I don't like the smelly stuff.
I'll take it. 'cause
I just want it
it's
clean.
like newly
I
clean.
thought those were hormone disruptors.
They are.
Meredith.
They are, and they
Endocrine disruptor.
disrupt me. I'm 5-to-1 hormones. Don't ask. I have a deficiency.
Oh my god.
That would be amazing, though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It would
We're
be
gonna
good.
do our best.
Are you going to have vending machines?
No.
I mean, Bourne's does.
Definitely a coffee
Bourne's
machine.
has a little refrigerator you can open up and get some water.
We do too.
Sure.
We're thirsty.
Oh, all right.
We used to have snacks, but we had a
We'll set
squirrel
up a
that
better-
stole
we'll-
them all.
Yes, we did.
You have pretty flowers. And you have a good
Sometimes.
magazine set, too. I noticed that.
Mm,
But I'm always chatting, and I feel rude if I'm going to pull out a magazine.
right.
And I definitely don't go on my phone.
No, you're not
'Cause we
allowed.
signed it.
Go on your phone.
You're not allowed. You'll get
You're
kicked
not.
out of Godfrey's.
You have to go to the vestibule
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
and keep it down.
yeah. But for whatever reason, we love going there.
I do, too.
We
I
love
just
it.
want to sit back and watch and see
Right.
what they're doing.
Well, when it's new and improved, it'll be even more enjoyable.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We
It'd
should
be
have, like,
amazing.
windows so we can watch.
We discussed that, but that's
No.
not happening.
Okay. You know
Yeah.
what? Hilliard's
Do you know
wouldn't let
how
us in there
stressful it
either.
is when somebody's watching you try and do something like that? Like you're fixing a car and then somebody's just like,
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a mom.
I
I,
don't
have
blame
young
you.
children.
You
They
don't
do
need
it. I
that.
have 6 eyes on me at all times.
Yeah,
nobody
no.
needs that pressure.
No.
It's like when you're cooking and your mother-in-law comes in the kitchen.
We have a couple customers that like to sneak in the back and watch.
No,
and
Yeah,
sir.
we do.
Guaranteed it won't go
Hard.
right.
Yeah.
Did you need to
I
put
just
up
walk
a
out of
sign?
the kitchen.
They don't listen. There's some customers that like knock on the bay doors like even before we're open, like trying to get in.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they want? Like,
So they'll come in the back, like
They ignore
down
me.
in the bay doors. They'll come in, they'll drop the car off, and then they'll sneak through and they'll start talking to the technician and look at
Really?
what they're doing. And they've been coming since I was 18 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
can't
So
help
it's-
themselves.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do.
There are
It's-
besties, but at the same point, it sometimes is a little stressful when you're like under pressure.
It's not frustrating for me, but the younger guys,
Yeah.
it's intimidating sometimes.
Mm.
Yeah.
So,
Do you remember? Do you know my father owned the gas station at it's not Cobb's, it's Cobb corner, the Arco station. It was on the corner. It's where Shell and Mary
Mobile?
Lou's is right now.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was an Arco station years ago. My father owned it. He used to
No
answer,
kidding.
and he's Greek, and he used to answer the phone. Cobb corner, Arco. And then, and so he worked 7 days a week. And if your box was like a penny off, the guys that pumped the gas, you were in huge trouble. He was like a tyrant. But everyone in high school, all the cool guys, all the handsome guys, pumped gas for my father.
Was there a garage there too?
Yep, he had a garage.
Did he run the garage or did somebody else?
He ran the garage, but his mechanic was, oh my God, his mechanic lived in Easton. And he had a garage in Stoughton.
Teague? No.
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 Can't remember any names. Billy.
I probably
Billy.
wouldn't know.
Well, anyway, to make a long story
No,
short.
because the Teagues had a place in Canton.
Is that
But
Floyd?
I know that, yeah. His father, Floyd and Floyd Jr., they originally came from the Stoughton, Canton area. Like C.J. Maplewood. It was Jim O'Brien.
All right.
They were all Canton, Stoughton guys.
Huh.
Well, my father bought the gas station from another Greek guy, and then he had a Greek mechanic. Of course, they were all Greeks.
Mhm.
So he worked 7 days a week, da-da-da-da-da. So I was in charge. So my father would go to Florida. And he took one trip to Florida because my parents had a condo and they were snowbirds, but he couldn't go away because of the business and the whole thing. So he finally decides he's going to go to Florida, and I have to make the deposit because we had so I'm in high school, and I get the buzzer comes over. Can Stephanie Pavlakis please come to the office? And I'm like, what did I do now? So I go to the office, and they're like, yeah, your dad's gas station's on fire. I'm like, what? Did I care about how anybody was? No. All I cared about was the deposit I didn't make, and that my father was going to kick this is thousands of dollars, thousands of dollars. I'm like, I am in so much trouble. So I ran down to the gas station, and I'm like, the money. And the mechanic's like, don't you even care for it, okay? I'm like, no, because I saw they were fine. Anyway, so father came, I had to call father, and he had to come back from Florida, and he just stood in front of his gas station and cried.
Did it burn to the ground?
It was gone.
Oh.
It was
my
gone.
gosh.
So now the good thing with insurance, even if you find like a corner of a bill, they reimburse you.
Oh.
So we were able to find the money, and he got reimbursed. And then after that, he sold the gas station. So then I went around high school with a cup. I'm poor. A collection cup. My father's gas station burnt down. I'm poor. It was a whole thing.
Huh.
Anyway, but that was a fun business because there was a lot of cash. We had cash all over the house. There was cash everywhere. I helped myself to cash every single day. Father had no
Why?
clue.
Was it a big cash because of the gas?
Most all of that was that. Even our business, even the repairs were a lot of heavy cash
but
business.
not anymore.
But it's just
It was all
changed.
cash. I mean, this is back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And everybody, all the big shots would get gas at my father's gas station and say, put it on my account. And guess what? They couldn't pay for their account.
Really?
And these were doctors and attorneys. Couldn't pay their bill.
Mm-hmm.
You probably had an account in the beginning, did you? Did people do that?
Put it on my account, Sam.
Yeah, I learned the hard way.
Yeah, we don't really have any.
We do have
accounts anymore.
some receivables, but back in like 08, 09, everybody wanted to
when
borrow
everything tanked,
Yeah,
it
that
was
was
not
bad.
good. So
money. I didn't have as good a business sense then.
we recovered for the most part on most of that
I've learned
stuff,
a lot.
but
Yeah.
it definitely is hard.
What's your color scheme going to be at the new place?
Dark.
You got like black and gray.
Like my soul.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
We tried to find the darkest color building that they make, but it's not that dark.
A gray and a black.
Yeah.
So
Well-
Like black trim.
Yeah.
Gray.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Facade we haven't decided on.
We want some glass windows out front.
Yeah.
Like, you know how there's a
Yeah.
bay out front right now?
Yeah, yeah.
It's all going to be the office in the front. So it'll be
Ooh.
like
that'll
a
all
waiting
be facing
area
the street.
and then the office and big glass windows.
Can't wait.
Then
It's
I
gonna
want to do like some sort of stone facade. Something. I don't want that metal industrial look.
Yeah.
Something. I've been going through a bunch of online
Like a half
images.
wall
I
or
just haven't
something like
found
that.
something that's
Right.
stuck yet.
Right.
Is
You
it
will.
dangerous doing what you do?
Yeah.
Not if you're
not
smart.
not death wise, but injury, yes.
Well, the fire, the mechanic said he did something with a light bulb and it landed in a pool of gas.
Yeah.
Something happened. I don't really know for sure, but I can't.
Well, they had a whole cannon fuel blew up.
Yeah, that
due
was
to
a
that.
problem.
They had a windshield washer. Windshield washer has alcohol in it.
It does?
Yeah, so that's what keeps it from freezing. But they had a torch going at the same time, and it actually, he succumbed to his injuries. He was killed. But
Is that the one in Mansfield?
Yeah, it burned
Yeah.
to the ground too.
Oh my God, I have the goosebumps. That's horrible.
But
Wait, what did he do?
Cutting too close to flammable liquids with a torch. So there are some precautions. You got to watch what you're doing and know your surroundings. But
That's why I don't do anything. I do no car work of my own.
That's why.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why. It's not that I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's that
Safety precautions.
safety first. Wow.
And a lot
And
of it's
that-
like heavy lifting too. Like, you just have to be like, Josh threw out his back a couple of years ago really bad.
Mhm.
But
that injuries to your hands, and then like over time, like your back, carpal tunnel.
Right. Do you wear gloves?
Yep.
I wear flip flops in the
So
shop.
my hands are so soft.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
It's nice.
Are they special gloves or just rubber gloves?
Just latex. Just latex.
Smart.
Yeah.
Wait, so
that's
you're
definitely
gonna, so you'll have more bays?
Yes.
How many?
Total of 5.
Wow.
So two
So you have to
more.
hire more mechanics.
That's what
Yes.
we're hoping for. Yes.
Yeah.
And a person of detail.
Yeah, detail person, more mechanics.
Sam will need another assistant.
Sam's hiring a full-time assistant or
need-
part-time?
I think we'll add another service writer in
Yeah.
there.
What does a
We'll-
service writer do?
Like when I call you,
Maybe
and tell you
somebody
how
wants
much
to
it is,
apply.
and-
Gets stressed
All
out
that.
for 8 hours a day.
Oh,
That's what they
that
do.
sounds fun.
Yeah. Sam loves it.
It's so great.
But she's so good at the position.
Oh, she's perfect for it. Yeah. Do people, so when you tell them how much, are they like, oh my God.
Some people are like, just spend all my money. I don't care. Not that
Right, just
not
make it
that's what-
right.
I don't want to do that. But yes,
Right.
they just want their car fixed and they
Right.
just want it done and done now and done, done right.
Right,
So it's tough.
And,
And-
the cost of vehicles, too. Cost of vehicles through
Yeah.
the roof.
right.
Well, a
It's
lot of
just
people right
so-
now are like looking at their repair bill and being like, oh my gosh, this is $2,000. But oh my gosh, it's $40,000 for a new car, $50,000 for the same equivalent
Right.
of a car. So they're like, should I just spend the $2,000 and just keep
Yes.
it going or
Right.
what?
And then you would certainly tell people if, say, forget
If
it.
it's not worth it,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not worth it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely do that.
Well, and I'll
'Cause-
have those conversations like on a level where it's not like I'm telling you to get rid of it right now, but like this is what the car's worth. This is what the repairs are. If you're okay with sinking it into it, and then say you get into a car accident the next day, you might not get any money back for
Right.
it. You don't have anything to show for it. So
Right.
You have to.
It's like any relationship. The more communication you have, the better the relationship.
So true.
So when we communicate with you over
Yes.
the 3 years of, listen, Steph, you're on your way out with this vehicle. We're
Right.
just letting you know this is 6 more months. And then finally you come in and we say, that's it.
I can't believe this is happening to me.
And then you say, I knew this was coming.
Right.
Yeah.
And we just move along and we're all happy.
Right.
I had somebody's
Right.
I had somebody's
But
frame
if-
break in half on the lift. Like
How
the
and
customer
why?
couldn't even leave because it was just so rotted. New England just like totally took it. Yeah,
Mhm.
it just got to the point where it couldn't take it anymore, and it was like loaded with like a bunch of like heavy duty equipment.
So what happens?
I told them that it was broken. And
But wait,
they
the
needed to
so
get a new car.
The mechanic puts it up on the thing and
and
did
it
it go?
just went
Oh, wow.
because it was so rotted.
And that's really dreadful because if they were driving a car like that, then they probably didn't have the money to replace or repair.
They were planning on it. We had mentioned it to them a number of times,
Uh-huh.
but
You'd be surprised though. I mean, my father drove my car from high school until he couldn't drive it anymore.
yeah,
Then he sold it to the manager of his apartment building for $1.
Oh, all right.
And everyone's like, I saw your father driving your old car around. I go, I know. He kept his nice car in the driveway,
Yep.
in the garage. He said, it's no one's business what I drive.
It's true.
I saw TikTok the other day. It was a woman, and she was telling her kids they were complaining about their car, and she goes, "Do you know what the best kind of car is to have? A paid-off car."
Oh, I saw this.
It was so
true.
funny.
Yes.
The backup camera might not work, but we don't care because it's paid off.
Right. Yes.
It was
Yeah.
hysterical, but it's true. Sometimes it's nice to have something that's paid off. Then you don't mind putting, a little bit
Right.
of money into it just to keep going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Meredith, will you be buying all 3 of your children cars?
Oof,
Uh,
that sounds like a lot of visits.
there's a lot.
We promote this.
I am. I'm sure you do.
Right.
I mean, I had a car when I was 16. It
So
wasn't
did I.
fancy, or 16 and a half, whatever it was. And, but I worked then.
Right.
I had things I had to do. My parents were psyched for me to go. And
I don't think
Have
the
some
kids really
freedom.
work now. I was talking to my friend's daughter. She works 4 hours a week. She's like, this is my senior year, rah. You want me to work and miss everything? Yeah,
Nope.
I'm like, and I said to my girlfriend, I'm like, God, we were working since we've been 11.
I
Yeah.
loved working, though. I've
Yeah.
always loved working.
I
Loved
think
it.
it's just so important.
12.
It's so important.
Yeah.
Josh, I've been
Yeah.
dismissing Josh from school since he was like 12 to come to the shop.
Child labor.
Excuse me?
Good thing he was related.
Right? You can at that point.
Yep.
Yep. I used to just
No, you get the kids
Send a
something they
note
can
in.
just, and it gives you time back too.
Yeah.
Because still in high school, they'll have sporting events, they'll have
Right.
events they have to go to. And
Yeah.
as long as they're good drivers and everything, you put them in a cheap vehicle and
It's fine.
Frees up your afternoon or
Yeah.
whatever it might be.
Alexa drove a Buick, Mr. J's Buick, hand-me-down Buick.
Maybe it's the best thing if you drive a brand new car. That's your first car is a brand new car. What do you have to work up to?
Right.
Right.
You just took
And
that
it's
from them.
something's always going to happen to it.
Yeah.
Your kids are so
right.
close in age too. It'll be nice because you can buy one car and they can kind of like
Yeah.
use it amongst the 2 or 3 of them for a little bit
Yeah.
until you get a second car, and then it usually like one's in college by the time the next one needs a
Oh,
car,
right.
so you send them off to college without a car, and then you have 1 or 2, and yeah.
Yeah. This is the next step.
How soon is that?
Oh God, 2 years.
2 years, yeah. Yeah.
Meredith.
No,
Oh
just
my
thinking
gosh.
this, I don't have Braden working. He does have his business cards though, but he's got to go door to door for Chore Daddy. That's his business,
Oh.
Poor daddy.
Chore Daddy. So he's got his business cards and he needs to go door to door. He's already gone door to door through the neighborhood to say like if you need anything. But it's
Not a
good for
choice. Does
anything.
Does he stack wood?
And he's gonna come.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
You should send them down to 29
Oh.
LF.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
Stacking wood.
Yeah.
Men's work.
Yeah.
He needs a good pair.
He's wanted a job since he was 3.
He needs
And
work
I-
gloves.
You open that opportunity. I just haven't done that
He's
yet.
tough
either.
to work
It's on my
for.
list.
So,
That's good.
well, when Gregory was little, he also wanted to do chores like Braden. Excuse me. So he went next door to the Rices, and because they're like, we'll put him to work. They put him to work all day. Gregory came home and he goes, this was the best day of my life.
See.
The next day, he woke up and they asked for Gregory to come back. He goes, no, I think I'm good.
He's all set.
He was all set, but he loved his chores for one day.
One day.
It was the best day of his life, he said.
I don't know. Working's great, especially those little incentive jobs. You know, you learn early on. You think you're going to
Yes.
be rich in the moment, and then you're like, wait a
Mhm.
minute, I've been stacking wood for 4 hours. And I
Right.
got $30.
Right.
Right.
I got to find something better than this.
Penny a log. I think my dad used to do that. But babysitting's a good gig right now.
That's great.
Is it
Yeah.
big money?
Cash
Yes.
money, big
Certainly
money.
not what I got. My God.
No, what did my
I
what
started at $1.50 an
Yeah.
hour, which was way under rate at the time anyway. And then I think I moved up to 5.
Yeah, I think I
was
got
not
like
a good babysitter.
No.
oh. Well, at least you admit it.
I used to babysit for the people across the street, and they went away on a date or whatever, and I fell asleep on the couch. The kids were all like asleep, but
Yeah,
you feel
Sam,
bad because
we
you're
all
like,
fell
on the
asleep.
job.
yeah.
No.
I fell asleep
felt
too.
bad.
Yeah.
No.
I never got called back after that.
Well,
No,
you shouldn't
it's-
be expected to stay wide awake at midnight. When
Right.
You're like,
Yeah, when you're like
14.
14.
Yeah, no, we were
Oh.
all asleep. That's
Okay.
you were
Were
fine.
these the
That's
people
normal?
directly across the street?
Yeah. No, like to the right.
And I waitressed when I was 14. I was
just-
underage, not legal yet to work, but she still put me to work. And I made a ton of money.
Ooh.
I was a function waitress at the 400. Remember the 400?
Yeah. Huh. A long
Goes
time
back.
ago.
Yes, it does.
That goes back a long,
Yes, it does.
long
That was
time.
a busy place. Big
I don't
function.
recall.
No.
No, Sam and I are too young. We don't remember
Yeah.
that. That's so funny.
Early menopause.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
What else did you do? I worked at Crescent Ridge Dairy. I worked my way up to assistant supervisor. I wore a plastic apron and a paper hat,
Oh.
a triangle paper hat.
I would pay to
And
see that.
we had, and Mrs. Watts, she was the head manager, and my sister and I would get into huge fights at Crescent Ridge because my sister would stick cones in my jimmies. And so when I went to go dip my ice cream, because I was doing everything really fast, she basically destroyed.
Ruined everything.
Yep, she ruined everything, and I had to rescoop. And Mrs. Watts had to call my mother and report us. And my mother said, "How embarrassing! You are embarrassing." And Mrs. Watts had to call. But anyway, so I did that. I babysat.
You know what I did one spring break while the rest of my friends were going off to Jamaica and wherever? I worked at the New England Flower Show at the snack bar for a week.
You schlepped into Boston?
It was dreadful. Yeah.
How'd you get there?
I don't know. My girlfriend and she got us the gig. It was for fanfare, selling the nachos with the cheese sauce
Ugh.
and pretzels. Yeah,
Mm.
that was another gig. You know, it was another one I did was in college at UMass. They have an exercise science lab, and so they do all this testing. And I signed up for medical testing.
No, you did not.
Yes.
On
Yeah.
you?
Is that what's wrong?
$200.
Oh,
It cost
It
$300
explains a
in
lot.
You
chiropractic
paid
care
to be
afterwards.
experimented on?
No, they pay you.
Oh.
So
To the
I didn't have any
experiment.
money. I was like, $200, I'm in.
What did they do?
So I had all these
It's confidential.
boots and shoes
Still can't tell.
that had computer whatever in them, and then they put the computer all up my legs, and I had to do things like put on the like Chippewa boots or the Red Wing boots and put a backpack on and jump off a table. And then they would track this on their computers. What happens with the boot? I had to run around a gym and with all the, I don't know, the computer, whatever. I didn't know what they were doing with it.
I'm
It
just picturing you like with
It was
giant computers
so bad.
and Chippewa boots. running
Yes,
around.
it was.
That sounds.
You're going to have to include all this in your memoirs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, to all the college kids out
This
there,
is-
don't do it. It's
Right.
not worth it. It's not.
not
My
worth
back
it.
was so sore afterwards.
That is.
But it's for science.
It was for science.
It
No,
was
it was
for
for
science.
$200. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a bad one. I did all types of stuff.
I had a
like
good
that.
one. I worked for a company called On Technology. This is when I was in college, and it was in Cambridge. And I worked with all these geeks, and they had things written on the boards that I had no idea what it was. And I'm like, what? Oh, and the head guy that ran the company, his name was Mitchell Kapor, and he was the inventor of Lotus 123, which was, we're going way back,
Oh, yeah.
right? Way back. You don't even know what Lotus is.
No idea.
That's like the first QuickBooks or something
Yeah.
on the
Okay.
computer. So he invented this. So he was famous. So I would answer the phone, good morning. This is Mitchell Kapor's office. And I mean, press would be calling. It was a whole thing. Anyway, they're like, you cannot tell anyone what we're doing here.
Oh.
I said, folks,
Secrets. Fun stuff.
never has your secret been more safe with me because I have no clue what you're doing. Now, this was like 88, 89. They go, we're working on something where computers are going to be able to talk to each other. What? It's basically the internet. And I went like this.
Okay.
I'm like, have fun with that. And so, yeah, so that was my reception position. And literally, I was working with all geeks. It was unbelievable. The artificial intelligence on the board, like, it was unbelievable. They did ask me to stay on for their marketing department. And I said, I cannot. I have to go back to college and get my degree at the University of
I wonder if you could have got
South
stock
Florida.
options.
Yeah.
Could have been
maybe, but I
wealthy.
was,
That
I
would've been
didn't know. I mean, I didn't know they were working.
Billionaire by now.
They were working on the internet. And I'm like,
That's ridiculous.
and they didn't want me to say anything. Trust me, folks.
I don't get it.
I'm the perfect person to be working here.
We still have landlines.
Anyway, I think we're out of time.
We've got 2 more minutes.
No,
Okay.
Adam doesn't like
and a
cutting
half.
it that
No,
close,
he
Sam.
gets
Oh,
very
geez.
He gets
anxiety ridden over there.
First
we
he
see
goes
him
like
flash
this,
up with the red on the neck,
and then he
the whole
goes like
thing.
this. It's
Yeah.
too much. We can't. We
Very stressful.
we have to say goodbye.
Wait, do we want to book? Are you going to go on the side by sides again?
Yeah, we have to rebook that again this year.
I'll go.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I'll start rounding
We'll
up
have
the
to figure
crew.
out some dates.
Yeah, let's figure out some dates.
I liked when we went, but I
That's
just
gonna
wish
be
it was
so much
It'll
fun.
be fine.
Oh my
Where did
god.
we go? The second week in May?
I thought it was June, wasn't it?
Was it June?
Yeah, it was like the first week of June.
We
I
were
thought.
concerned it was going to be dusty, but it rained, which it
Yeah.
actually turned out to be really good.
It was good.
And we want to
Um,
get the back building,
I
the
would like.
detached building,
Oh.
instead of where we stayed.
We cause a ruckus everywhere we go. We
Oh.
need to be in
The
the.
detached building, you can have multiple people.
I thought that's where we stayed.
That's one of them, and
Oh.
then there's another one that
Oh.
was further down.
I want to stay in the building where it's the most fun.
I want to
That's
stay in
the
the
one.
Ruckus building.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the one.
Yeah.
The end.
All right. Well, count me in, guys.
And all right, Godfrey.
Perfect.
Next time you come on, we want to hear about the plans.
Oh yeah.
We'll be sitting.
This is a continuing
hoping-
series.
We're hoping we can get an appointment
Yeah, in the
this
next
week
2
into
weeks.
early next week with
Yeah.
details to give to them, and then
We would like to okay the floor plan.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming on. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.